Chef Lynn Archer is trying to lend a hand to people in the middle of the coronavirus. We'll tell you in just a few minutes more about what she's doing to help the community and how you can taste some of her cooking.
Lynn owns Archer's on the Pier and Brass Compass Cafe. This dish, which was previously recorded, is a good and hearty Italian meal.
Well, I start with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil and get it warm.
Right.
And then this is what I call a mirepoix: celery, carrot, and onion. And that's really what I start most all my soups with.
Okay.
And you saute them with about 4 or 5 tablespoons of chopped garlic.
People may not be familiar with the term, but this is just like really simple, hearty, rustic Italian cooking, right?
It definitely is. And my friend Jeff Riedel, he really solved a problem for me. I always felt like it was mushy if the pasta cooked too long in the soup. So he said, well, just cook your pasta first, put it in the bowl, and then you just ladle the hot soup over it. Mm-hmm. So as that sautés, you can smell the wonderful flavors. This is basil and oregano.
Right.
This is cannellini beans. So any small white bean will work.
And that's something that you'll find in a lot of Italian dishes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beans.
Part of the reason why they're so good.
And you know, I believe the economics of this soup is, for me, I know that Jeff had talked about using leftover spare ribs or whatever. I actually had a leftover roast chicken over the weekend. So I'm going to use chicken in mine, which I do often because that's my favorite. But whatever you have, if you've got a little piece of beef, shave the beef. If you've got a little bit of pork left, shave the pork. Or you can have a vegetarian meal because the beans...
The beans are hearty. And the
beans
veg,
do it.
The veg are hearty, and you've got the pasta, so it's not essential that you add the other things. And so you can keep it really simple if you want.
You can. And then just diced tomato, a couple of cans.
You make this at the restaurants?
All the time. All the time. Soup should be something that you use up what you have left over to.
Right.
So as you can see, it's beautiful, it's colorful, and it doesn't take long to become what you need it to be.
How do you know when it's ready?
When it's good and hot, when your vegetables are soft.
That's a good answer.
And then leftover chicken.
And as you said, you can also use spare ribs is what your friend uses?
Yeah, he uses leftover pork, or he roasts some spare ribs.
Okay.
And then, of course, that's really, really thick, or wicked thick,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, that'll stick to your ribs right there.
But use some nice chicken stock to build your soup.
What we had before was almost more like a chili, and now it's turned into a soup,
Right.
thanks to the stock.
That's it. And as that cooks, you'll be able to tell it cooks right down. And then, the more it cooks, the more beautiful it becomes.
Oh, and it smells so nice.
Yeah, the aroma.
Great aroma
yeah,
of good Italian food.
good Italian food. And simple. How long did it take?
Yeah.
It really doesn't take any time at all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just shut this off and set it aside.
And then what type of pasta do you like to use for this dish?
I use either tubettini or the ditalini, the very small, but you can use shells. I think the smaller is better. You don't want a great big pasta.
Right.
And then all you do
Just ladle that on.
is ladle it over.
What kind of cheese do you like to add?
I like Romano and Assaggio and a little Parmesan.
Right, right.
And you can't have too much cheese. A little parsley for color, and there's that beautiful soup.
Now tomorrow, April 1st, Lynn Archer is going to be handing out cups of haddock chowder at her restaurant, the Brass Compass Cafe, right in downtown Rockland. The chowder is free, and if people want to make a donation, 100% of the donated money will be given to the AIO Food Pantry in Rockland. We've got more information on that as well as today's recipe. You'll find that on our newscentermaine.com/207 section of the website.